I've always had a passion for being around and learning about animals. When I was younger, going to zoos and animal parks was always a part of my life. I wanted to share my passion with family and friends, so I started working with people that loved animals as much as I did, and my YouTube channel was born. Today we're here at the World Bird Sanctuary in Missouri. I love coming down here because the staff's great and it has a really nice facility. So, I hope you guys enjoy the videos we're going to do. Welcome back to my animal education series. Today I'm here with Benjamin. Hello.
Hi.
Who do we have here?
We have Junior, and he is a great horned owl.
How did you come into possession of this animal?
Well, he was actually born here at the sanctuary, but his egg was not laid here at the sanctuary. His egg was laid in Florida on the conveyor belt of a coal mine. And if you're thinking that this is not a good place to lay an egg, you are correct, and I don't mean to disparage mothers on Mother's Day, but she definitely did not pick the best place. Fortunately, the people who worked at the coal mine cared enough about the animals and wanted to help, and so called our founder, Walter Crawford, and Walter drove to this coal mine and rescued the egg.
Wow.
And the remarkable thing about that story is that it happened 31 years ago.
Wow.
And so usually the question that follows is, how long do they live? And the answer is, I don't know. But this one has lived 31 years.
Wow.
So there are really two ways to ask the question. How long do they live in the wild? And they usually don't live very long. This one almost didn't make it out of the egg. And 70% of all raptors will not make it 1 year.
Wow.
But in captivity, where they are fed every day, they are protected from predators, they are cared for with medical checkups, they can live significantly longer. And we expect Junior could live close to 40 years by the time it's all done.
What kind of environment do these owls live in?
These birds prefer the woods. They nest and will hunt in the woods and along wood edges.
How does this camouflage kind of help them?
This camouflage helps them to blend into the bark of trees, and they have these feather tufts on top of their head. Those are not ears, they are not horns, they are simply feather tufts designed for camouflage. So if they are standing on the branch of a tree, their color will help them blend into the bark, and the feathers on top of their heads will make them look just like another branch.
What do these owls eat in the wild?
These owls will eat pretty much anything they can grab. So they will eat mice, they will eat rats, they will eat snakes, they'll eat skunks. Great horned owls love skunk.
And how do these kind of protected feet help them?
Well, you can see that the feathers go all the way down the toes, and this is simply for insulation. So in the colder months and colder climates, they stay nice and toasty warm.
So many people, when they think of owls, they can turn their heads 360 degrees. Is that true?
It's not quite true. They can turn their heads 270 degrees. This is 3/4 of the way around in both directions. As human beings, we can only turn our necks 1/4 of the way, 90 degrees. This is because we have 7 cervical vertebrae in our necks. Even the tallest giraffe at the zoo only has 7 neck bones. But these owls have 14 bones in their neck, and that allows them more flexibility.
And a lot of people think of owls as being very wise, so how really intelligent are these animals?
Well, again, there's probably 2 ways to ask that question. Their eyes are so big, they have the same size eyeballs that we do. So if this owl were suddenly to be our height, the eyes would be about as large as softballs or grapefruits. So the eyes are so big, they take up about 60% of their skull space. So some would like to say they're not very smart, and for that reason. But of course, we're the ones making the IQ test. If the test were, could you see a mouse at the other end of a football field by the light of a single star, we would look pretty dumb.
Yes.
If the question were, could you hear a mouse under 3 feet of snow, we would look pretty dumb, and the owls would look pretty good.
And also people know that owls' eyesights are pretty good, so...
Yeah, their eyesight
Especially
is
with the size
good,
eyes.
but it's a little bit different from ours. Owls are the only birds that do not see in color. They see in black and white, and this helps them to focus in low light conditions.
So I happen to notice you're wearing a glove.
Yes.
So how would that relate to their hunting style?
Well, this glove protects me from their very sharp talons. All raptors have sharp claws called talons on their feet. And among birds, they are the only birds that use their feet to catch and kill their prey. These owls also have hundreds of pounds of pressure per square inch in their feet.
Wow.
So between the sharpness of the talons and the crushing power, it's a good idea to wear gloves when you handle them. As far as their hunting style goes, they will use those talons in order to grab their prey. And this type of owl is more of a sit and wait type of owl, so they will find a place to perch and wait for things to come by, and if they think they can grab it, they will make a move and stoop down out of the tree after it.
Well, that's a pretty cool hunting style, and they fly very silently. As you
They
see in
fly
programs.
silently, that's correct. So the daytime raptors, like hawks and falcons, can fly very fast. So they have very hard and stiff feathers. The owls cannot fly as fast, and because they're hunting at night, they're hunting prey that has very sensitive hearing. So in order to make up the difference between their slow flight and the excellent hearing of their prey, they have feathers that are very soft and billowy, and the leading edge of the primary feathers is combed like that, and so that helps to cut through the air, and it does not make any sound.
That's really cool in my
It is
opinion.
very cool, yes.
Well, thank you so much for telling us about this great horned owl.
Thank you.
And if you guys enjoyed this week's episode, don't forget to leave a big thumbs up down below, subscribe to my channel, and also check out my Instagram, @ColeShirk. And as always, I'll see you next week.